that she caused people. Oh, Ronnie. When I saw that yesterday, and I don't know if do you want to come up? Because I turned off requests, so I might have to request you. Oh, I can't. Hold on. I can't do it because I turned it off. Oh, I can. I can request you if you want to come up. When I saw that and I sent it to Jess, I was just sick. I was... It's unfortunate. It really is. And happy birthday, right? And I know that when I sent it to Jess, Jess was like, I really don't want to ruin, the party had just ended when I sent it. So nobody really wanted to ruin any of your celebration, right? And there's nothing off limits to her at this point, unfortunately. And without happy birthday. No, you're absolutely fine. I don't mind. You do you want to come up? Because I'll let you up. Why would, listen, it's, you know what's shitty about it? This is what's shitty about it, right? A child's first birthday is supposed to be a celebration, right? It's their first birthday, and Lisa shit on it. That's what she did. She shit on it. And unfortunately, that will now, okay, it kind of overshadows it, and it's unfortunate. Also, as far as I know, her parents are not away anywhere. It's sad beach vibes, but you're right. You're right. And I don't think that's the thing, right? Pineapples is like, why are people still surprised at this point? I don't understand it. I never understand. And people need to leave the family alone. And I know that, listen, Jess is so over it. I know I saw a comment somewhere about Jess privating everything that she had on her pages related to Lisa. And listen, I know there's 617 people in here. How many of us, high flyers, how many of us have had a toxic family member, right? Think about that feeling of having a toxic family member and how much that drains out of you, right? Now imagine that toxic family member being a scammer on the internet. And how much more draining that becomes, right? I think that people truly don't understand the position that the sisters are in, right? Thank you. Toxicity is toxicity, no matter what, right? Friend, family, relationship, whatever, right? And you can change. So I saw your comment. Comments are flying by, and I appreciate all of y'all for being here and tapping and protecting the live. I get it. No, they do get privacy. Okay. That's not going to happen here. Sorry, not sorry. Those sisters deserve privacy. Okay. Those sisters have absolutely nothing to do with what their sister is doing. And they have every step of the way come on this app and told people, do not give my sister money. It's not their fault that people aren't listening. And every single time that they come and make a video or address something about this situation, guess what happens? Everybody, hold on. These comments. Allowing a family member to manipulate, scam, lie, etc. It's so hard to deal with. Tough love. How do you know they're not practicing tough love right now? Listen, I wish, trust me, I wish that I could tell it all, because it would make a lot of things clear, right? It's not my job. It's not my business. and it's stuff that I was told in confidence by a friend, and I'm not going to break that confidence. And Lisa is responsible for her own actions. And let me tell you something. Every time I see it, I witness it. Every time the sisters say something, they didn't do this right, or they didn't do that. It doesn't matter what they say, they're staying getting ripped apart. See, Jesse, you here? Daughters of, it's a great question, but I can't. It's not my place to say. All I can say, say is that I have tried lightly to have Jess elaborate on the situation. It's not to. It's not my place to say. Right? Hi, Ronnie.
Hello.
So happy birthday to your little one, first and foremost. And I know, I felt bad when I sent the screenshot to Jess. I was like,
Honestly, Jessie didn't even tell me about it yesterday because she knew that I would lose my mind. I didn't find out about it until I was on my way home, and then I happened to check my TikTok, and I had hundreds of messages.
Oh, I bet.
But like, she's never been invited to the party. I made it perfectly clear to both of my parents that she was not allowed to come. Because she's not allowed. I mean, the baby's a year old and she's seen her in person twice. She's never held her, never nothing, and she's not allowed to.
No, me neither. I don't blame you at all, to be honest. Because I think that you have to protect her first, right? And Lisa right now is not in an appropriate condition to be around children.
No, she's not. And now, especially because we all know, like, the 1-year-old stage is when they start to they mimic you and they repeat you. And I'm just not interested in that.
No, absolutely not. That has to come first.
But I will have to say that the next time I go to my parents' house and I see her, because I'm real mad about that.
Yeah, I bet you are. I would be mad too. And that was kind of how Jess felt about it, because I think that when I sent the screenshot, you were just like leaving, and she was like, if I tell her now, she's gonna turn around, and I was like, no, you're right. You know,
my thing is she wouldn't, if she was invited, she wouldn't have needed a ride anyways, because she could have just came with my dad, who is obviously not out of town.
Yeah, obviously. But we're not going to turn it into an interrogation of Ronnie. Okay, y'all? We're not going to do that.
I mean, if people have questions, I can answer questions. That's fine. I wasn't trying to take over your whole live with her BS anyways.
Listen, it happens anyway. I think that because people think that I honestly haven't. Pippi, how are you? I honestly haven't been keeping up with her. Things come to me privately, I guess you could say, and then if it's something of importance, I really do try to not bother Jess about it, because I do know that she does want out of it, right?
Yeah, I hit not interested on like most of the pages that follow or like cover my sister, because I'm just so over it.
Right.
That like I've had to take, a mental health step back, but then like I should have known that. I mean, I know that she's the way that she is, but I'm not surprised she did what she did, but like I just honestly can't believe it.
Right. Like it gets to a point where it's like, what's next? Right? Like it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate that she used your kid, right?
Yeah.
It's sick, really. And she is sick, and she needs help, but she's not willing to take that help. Then there's nothing anybody could do. Not the sisters, not the parents, nothing. Nobody.
I just seen a comment asking, yeah, my dad still takes her to the clinic every day, and even if for some reason he couldn't, She lives within like, and I'm going to be generous here. She could walk from my dad's front door to the front door of the clinic, all flat, no hills, in 20 minutes. She could probably do it in 10, but I'm being generous.
She got those long ass legs.
Yeah, I was just being generous because I don't know how it is being on methadone, but I've heard, like you're sick in the morning. So I was giving just a little bit of extra time for that, okay? But like we could walk there in 20 minutes with time to spare. So she doesn't need literally a ride anywhere. And also I'm not sure exactly how much it was, but my dad was sent home with food yesterday from the birthday party. So none of them need food. Like we sent a lot of what was left over home with my dad yesterday.
Listen to me, y'all. When I was in active addiction, if my dealer told me to walk 15 miles for me to use, I'd have walked 15 miles in the snow with no shoes uphill. Okay?
Right.
No excuse.
I see a comment here asking what my thoughts about what Itty said about Lisa. I don't know what that means.
So Itty said that she hoped that Lisa.
Well, I don't feel like any good person would say that about anyone. I do not. I've heard several different things about the person that I was asked about, but I don't know anything about them like personally. Even when I was still following all the things, like the pages that covered my sister and stuff, theirs was never one of them.
What Discord? Somebody send me those pictures, please. Why is any mod in the Discord allowing pictures in there of the kid?
Right? I'm not in the Discord, so I don't know. But that is weird. Although I have heard that Lisa's best friend, who, is her mod, tried to start something in the Discord about me the other day. But I don't know anything about it.
Thank you. If anybody's in that Discord and you're a mod, there should be no pictures of anybody's minor child. Ugh.
Especially in a Discord that person's not a part of. Because, like, I don't have anything to do. So why is my baby in my sister's Discord? Yeah, I did know that Kim tried to start a whole channel about me because she got mad because I had some few choice words for her in Reddit, and she's a mod there, so she keeps silencing me and making me not be able to comment there. So
Kim is the only mod.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's great.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know when it became an acceptable practice to put somebody else's children who isn't even,
Well, I don't, I'm not surprised by anything those two do, to be honest with you.
Right.
So.
On what page did Lisa post it?
Yeah, I seen the video that Lisa posted about.
Oh, it's on Instagram. I'm sorry, y'all. These comments are flying. I can't get to it.
I'm trying to read them too, but.
Yeah, is it something that's reportable? There's no morals. There's no morals.
Yeah. Whatever them two can do to get money for the things that they need them for, that's what they do, unfortunately.
I got it. It's coming through all over the place. My email, yeah. I mean, Kim, because I know that you do sometimes pay attention to the things that I say. Can we remove the picture of Ronnie's daughter? I don't think
my kid don't need to be in there. You can say what you want about me, but my kid doesn't need to be in there.
That's unfortunate, and you don't like it when people do stuff like that to you, and I've never seen Ronnie talk about your kid, so why is that being done? That's terrible. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I've just seen several different comments about my brother. My brother is not happy with Lisa, but nobody hates her.
I don't think that you guys are ever gonna honestly hate her, right? It's still your sister. You love the addict. You love the person. You hate the addiction. I think that I think that you guys have gotten to a point that you just there's nothing you could do. It's treatment, and that's it, right?
She keeps telling my parents that they don't have a bed for her in the place that she wants to go to.
Do you talk to your parents?
Very rarely now, to be quite honest with you, since she moved in there. I talk to them on the phone list, and I really can't go see them because I can't take my baby to their house because she's there.
Yeah, there's beds for her in rehab. You could tell them that.
Oh, I definitely told them that. My mom told me not yesterday, the day before when I stopped there, that she thought she was lying. So she called the place herself.
Oh, okay.
And they said that, like, obviously my sister has to do the intake and like talking to them and stuff, but they definitely had beds. So to have her call back, my mom said she was going to, but I don't know. I honestly don't, like I said, talk to any of them much.
Yeah.
Anymore.
I get the full picture. It's not my business to put out there. I think that there's a lot that people don't know, unfortunately, and I think that has its benefits and its cons, right? Like, because it puts a lot of the heat on y'all that you don't deserve it. I will say that.
Yeah.
But it's not my place to say. Listen to me, there are beds for treatment for Lisa.
Yeah, she just doesn't want to go, and that's what I keep telling them. Like, if she doesn't want to go, get her out of your house. Like, you're not listening to me.
She's and I think that there's financial, you know.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate. Okay, hold on. Nookie said I can't. My comments. I can't keep up. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing. So can somebody repeat what Nookie said, or can Nookie repeat what they said? Do your parents cook and not let Lisa? Do you believe that?
Honestly, my parents won't let her sleep on the street, and you think that they would make food and not let her eat it?
Yeah, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I got you. Thank you, guys. Listen, she's got beds in treatment in multiple different treatment centers, y'all. It's not a matter of her not having a bed. She doesn't want it.
Yeah, she doesn't want to go, and that's the problem. I hate those comments in the state of Pennsylvania. They can involuntarily commit Lisa. No, we cannot, because we've tried. Jess has tried until she's blue in the face.
Literally. I said the same thing. So I used to say the same thing before Jess and I developed a friendship. I used to say, but they could 302 her, and they could do this and they could do that. But I didn't I wasn't aware until I spoke to Jess of the things that had already been done.
Yeah.
Right? So that's when you know better, you do better, right? And I am much more informed now of the things than I was then. But that doesn't mean it's my place to say.
Right.
And I have given just suggestions, because for me, and I understand different states, different laws, it was a family court judge that mandated me to treatment during the process of my divorce.
Okay.
Right? So I have tried to have her go that route, because technically it's and listen, Lisa is not Ronnie's responsibility. I don't know why Nicole would be streaming me. That's kind of weird. I don't even know her, nor do I care to know her. Okay? So I think that people need to leave Ronnie and Jess alone. They are their own people. They are their own They don't listen. You know what she could do? She could buy her clothes with her TikTok payouts.
She could,
right?
but Jess went out and got her a
She
lot
sure
of
did.
new clothes for rehab that she's now destroyed because she was supposed to go to rehab and didn't. So
Yep. I do think I think the sisters need to be left alone.
yeah, I usually, like I said on the videos that I posted on my page, that if anybody contacts me about her, I just block them.
Mm-hmm.
But
You have to.
yesterday, I didn't do that because people were just being nice. Like, hey, your sister's using your kid to scam people, you know? But yeah, it's just like, I'm not surprised because she did it to her own kids, you know? But like,
I mean, I guess that's true
leave
too.
mine out of it.
I didn't know this until like I had heard about it, but I wasn't like clear on all of the details. Somebody actually stopped Jess at her job.
Yeah.
At her job.
Mm-hmm.
What in the actual fuck gives people the right to show up at not even Lisa's, Jess's job?
Yeah, people are wild.
Listen, can her parents not let her use her phone? April, baby, listen to me. My kids are 20 and 21. You think I'm taking their phones from them? Let's be real. Lisa is a grown-ass adult. Nobody can do anything to Lisa. Lisa has to do it on her own.
Right. Well, I mean, to be fair, my parents are enabling her way more than what needs to be done at this point. And that's another reason why I don't talk to them all that often now, because like I've told them over and over again and they don't want to listen. So like I don't want to call and find out what's going on at your house because like
you already know.
It's a shit show and I don't feel like dealing with it.
You already know. You know and I mean? Unfortunately, with like I said, I don't know if you were up yet. Toxic family members, it's toxicity.
Yeah.
Listen, Wild Angel, they know, honey. They know. The parents know. Do you think they're just clueless as to what's going on?
Yeah. No, they're not.
Listen, he is not allowing Lisa to do anything. Lisa is a grown-ass woman. Some people are wild. How can anybody, I will say this, they can throw her out. I'll say that, right? Other than that, even if they throw her out, what does that mean? She could still wander the neighborhood.
Right.
So like, I don't know. And this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, right? It's like, these sisters can't win. They can't win.
Well, no, because if we try to do something that, you know, Bob told us to do, here comes Paul screaming at us that we still did it the wrong way and Paul wants us to do it his way. So then we try Paul's way and then Bill's angry about it, you know? Right. So it's just like...
you can't win.
Right. Like I'm laughing, but it's not funny. Like I am so mad and so over it.
I understand.
That like it's wild.
I don't know if she meant to come up. Should I drop her?
I don't know.
She's like, I don't know. Send another one if you meant it. She's the only one. And listen, I agree that the parents enable, right?
Oh, 100% for years. And I literally told them when she was getting evicted, do not let her come here. And they do not want to listen to me. I just as much as I can't control Lisa, I cannot control what my parents do with their own child.
That's what I was just about to say, right? The sisters have already told the parents you don't want anything to do with it. And now that the parents are obviously choosing, you're good, Sassy. I just didn't know if you did it by accident. Now that the parents are choosing to ignore the advice that Jess and Ronnie have given them, what is anybody supposed to do about it?
And it's so frustrating because like my mom will physically call me and be like, XYZ happened and I don't know what to do. And like, I'll give her legitimate advice, not even just like a simple kick her out of your house right now. Like I'll actually think of something else that's not that drastic. And then I'll talk to her 3 days later. Like, did you try any of that? And she's like, no. Then what did you just waste my time for?
I know. I know. And I can't, I mean, to be fair, hi Cherry Pie. To be fair, I can't imagine like my child's an active addiction. I can't imagine. I do know that there are certain things that I would not do or lines that I would not
Right.
cross. However, what is anybody supposed to do with what the parents are clearly choosing to do? Nothing.
There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, I've told them to not let her live there. I told them to, when she's at the house, take her phone, do this, do that. I mean, I get it that she's a grown adult, but like, if you want to be in my house, you're going to listen to this. But like, they don't, they're not sticking to any of that. So like, there's nothing that, but I keep getting yelled at about what my parents are allowing at that house. I don't live there.
It's not. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's not. Listen, we could say until we are blue in the fucking face what the parents should be doing, right?
Yeah.
Guess what? They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. So now what?
Well, here, look, I'm gonna prove even a better point on how they're not listening to me. We went through the whole, she lost her phone or the phone was stolen, whatever the case may be, right? So then she was borrowing my mom's phone and I told them not to let her do that, right? And then it was time for my dad to like upgrade his phone. So we upgraded his phone and then gave Lisa his old broken one. But why did we do that? Because not only did we give her access to the internet again, but we also now gave her access to another way to get money out of people because you gave her an iPhone that now has Apple Cash on it. So, like, what are we doing?
You want me to be honest?
Yeah. I mean,
I think it's financially motivated.
I don't understand that because like they don't have any more money now that she's there. And like she doesn't, this is what I don't understand about people who keep saying like me and Jesse are in on her scams because one, what addict do you know just freely gives up money to like multiple different people, right? And also, if I wanted people to be giving Lisa money, why would I have been on this app for a year and a half screaming at people to stop giving her money?
So I can actually, I know, I do believe you, but I also know 1000% without a doubt that people have tried to give Jess money through me via email and Jess has turned down every single penny that people have offered.
People asked me to make a wish list for the baby's birthday, and I said no.
The sisters have absolutely nothing to do with it. Buckle up, but here's the thing. They literally, listen, I can't say more than I'm saying, right? I'm trying to answer your questions with as much as I feel comfortable saying, but they know. I don't know.
Oh, they definitely know what's going on. Like, right. For sure, they know.
And especially even more so that she's there now all day, all night. You think the neighbors are okay with that? They're not.
No.
That is not an invitation to stalk, harass, contact anybody in that neighborhood, by the way. Please do not do that. I'm just saying, people are not going to, you know what I'm saying? That they're not going to tolerate that.
The parents know, but I believe they're not accepting the fact. They're trying to be in denial of Lisa's problem. My mom was the way with my sister.
No, they know she has a problem and they know that it's a problem. My dad's biggest issue is that he cannot allow one of his kids to not have a warm place to sleep. And I can't get it in his head that he's not making that decision. She is. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't make the decision for her not to be able to come to my daughter's birthday party. I just set the boundary that if she hadn't completed rehab and she wasn't clean, that she couldn't come. That gave her more than enough time to get clean so she can come. So if we can't stop doing drugs to stay in a warm house, that's not my dad's problem. That's her problem. And I just can't get that through his head yet.
I get it. And I don't know, honestly, Ronnie, I'm not even trying to be a dick. I'm just going to say,